Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, human beings of all ages, welcome to Vibrations with Vito. I am your host, Vito. This is episode 65. Feel real calm right now. Things are good. Let's keep it that way. The message of the week. Let's get right to it. The message of the week. People are always asking God to bless them with a gift, bless them with something. He did bless you with something today. That's what he blessed you with. The gift of today. Don't take it for granted. Tomorrow's not promised. When you wake up, thank the Lord. Because he didn't have to do that. And he did. He woke you up. So you don't always need a material thing or something great to happen. Oh, I got this new, nothing. You woke up today, that's the gift. That's it. My guest this week is a very warm-hearted, sweet lady. The host of the Chick Chats podcast. Alex Lettieri.
It's actually Chick Chats the podcast, but it's
Chick
okay.
Chick Chats the podcast? Mm-hmm. Fuck. Alex Lettieri. Welcome.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. Finally ready to start recording. We were here prolonging for a very long time, but we're good.
I was nervous.
It's okay. It's all right.
I don't know why.
It's all right. I'm nervous too. I'm always nervous. Every time I do this, I get nervous.
Why? You're such a natural.
I appreciate that. I'm glad it comes off that way. I just know like what this leads to. Like I'm gonna post it. It's gonna be places for people to see. So I'm like, it's time to hunker down. That kind of shit, you know?
Yeah, I don't know why. It feels like a production here.
Good, great.
Yeah.
We're doing it. Hey.
Giving me some rules and shit.
Hey, we gotta keep the rules. The rules. D-A rules. But okay, so on this podcast, we drink. Okay, we drink wine.
Okay.
You're a red wine fan.
I like dry red, yeah.
Okay, good. So I got, we don't talk about the brands.
Okay.
Just yet. But yeah, we got some red today.
I saw it. I know what it is. It's
good.
It's good wine.
I'm glad.
I'll accept.
So, I'm glad I wasn't disappointing. So shout out to Lo Duca Pizza for the gift. We have to use the bottle opener this time, not just a twist off. Shout out to Lo Duca Pizza, the best pizza in New York. 718-859-1501. 718-859-1501. Last week I said Zio Enza because I just said it super quick. Zia Enza. Shout out to Zia Enza and Zio Pino. Everybody, Vito. Today is actually San Vito, so Vito, happy name day. But yeah, 14 New Kirk Plaza, Brooklyn, New York, 11226. Go in there and tell them that I sent you. Oh man, I thought it was dead for a second. Oh my God, is it? Oh my God.
You got it.
It's been a while since I did this.
I have faith in you. There you go.
Oh my God.
Look at
Time
that.
out. Wait
What?
a minute. This is the last cork.
I thought you opened it.
No.
I saw the cork in there. I was like, oh,
Okay,
you got
that's
it.
why I was like, this is dumb. Hold on. Time out. Put your volume up. For you.
Thank you.
For me.
Should we cheers?
Always.
Okay.
Appreciate you and your time.
Of course.
Welcome.
Came all the way out here from Montana for this.
Right. Got on a flight just to come do the pod. What a lady. I must be special. That's how I'm thinking. I must be. So let's get right to that. How's Montana? What do? Do you just lay on the hill and eat a grilled cheese?
No, I'm a travel nurse. I'm
Right.
a travel nurse. And I picked up my first assignment in February in Montana. Yeah. I drove all the way out there with my mom. Because she originally did not want me to start traveling. She was like, you're too far away because I'm really close with my family. So this was different for me. I mean, I always travel in general, but this is the farthest away that I've ever been, and I usually see them at least once a month, when I was in Baltimore. So yeah, I started and she was like, I'm coming with you. It was snowing in February, right? So I didn't want to get snowed in on the road and I bought a little shovel in case that happens. Dig my car out of the snow.
Use it?
No, I didn't. Thankfully, I didn't have to use it. Good. But yeah, we went out there and I did a 13-week contract, and I think now I'm going to go to either Washington or Oregon next. Yes.
Some people say Oregon. Oregon.
And that ain't me, bub.
Right, that ain't me either, Oregon. So what's that like, not knowing, like, it's not steady. It's not like, what's the word? Fuck. What am I trying to say?
I know what you're trying to say, but I can't think of the word either.
Okay, well, you're moving around.
Yeah, all the time.
What's that like, not being able to, like, settle down? That's what I was thinking.
Settle down?
Yeah.
I don't really care. I mean, like...
Okay.
So I consider myself, I'm a self-proclaimed minimalist, so I don't have that much stuff. Like, and all the clothes that I have, you can, like, mix and match and, like, wear in the winter, wear in the summer, and pair them with different things that I already own, so I don't have to, like, bring a bunch of stuff with me. And then really you just have to figure out where you're gonna live, right? Where you're gonna go grocery shopping, where you're gonna work out, if there's yoga anywhere.
Yeah.
And then you kind of just like get settled into your routine. When I first got out there though, it was really, really difficult for me because it was a whole new environment. Like the reason why I want to travel is because when you go to different places, even within the United States, there are different ways of living, like different ways of looking at life. Like, right, I'm in Montana. It's so different than Philly.
Right.
So it was definitely a little bit of a culture shock, but it's interesting. And I think I have like a new respect for that kind of culture, cowboy culture.
Do you like it? Do you feel like you embrace it a little bit or what?
I think I have, I wouldn't say I embrace it. I like.
You don't have a cowboy hat? No
I
cowboy
don't
boots?
have, I won't wear cowboy boots. No, my friend Ariana, she has, I don't know, like 20 pairs of them. I'm like, I will not, like,
19
when you
too
go
many.
out, everyone has like cowboy boots on and like flare jeans, and I'm in my Vans and like regular ripped ass jeans. Like, this is how I'm
They know
showing
you're
up.
out of towner.
Oh my god, yeah, definitely, for sure.
How about your music choice? Because it's very
It's so funny because as soon as I stepped foot on Philly soil, I was like, all right, now I can switch up my genres.
Are you the kind of person that is your volume full blast when you're by yourself?
Hell yeah, all the time.
Okay.
When I'm by myself and when people are in the car.
Okay.
And then they have to shout over it to talk to me. I'm like, what? What'd you say?
Oh, you won't put it down?
Sometimes. It depends. It depends. I feel
Okay.
like I'm a big music person.
Okay.
I feel like I have a great taste in music, but you know.
That's usually what someone says when their music is trash. They're like, I think my music is... You should give me the aux.
No, that's one thing I don't like doing.
You don't like the aux?
No, I don't like to be DJ because like I don't know what the vibe is. I don't know who's in the car.
Look, you ready?
Like you never know what people like, and I like everything.
3 words that mean so much in all aspects of life. You ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
Read the room.
Okay, so
You can
read the room, but
can
not
feel
tell
it.
what kind of genre of music
Oh,
they
yeah,
want to
you
listen
can.
to.
Yeah, you can.
No. That's
Look. When I read the room, I'm like, they probably don't want to hear DMX yet. We'll work it in. You know, I know when to play it, what kind of songs to play it, and I'm like, okay, they'll allow this one. I just won't scream and bark in this one, and you know, and then I throw in a little like, come back to me.
Really?
No.
That's what you do?
Yeah, it's all kinds. I would say I'm a good DJ.
Okay.
I read the room. You gotta read the room, folks.
Yeah.
Read the room.
That's what people with trash music taste. That's what they say. Actually, I thought of you the other day at the gym.
Were they playing DMX?
Yeah, I was like, I feel like this. No, actually, I didn't even know it was DMX. I was like, what is this song? And then we just finished our last like round.
Nice.
So obviously, I like go grab my phone and I'm like, what is this song? I gotta Shazam it.
And what
Do
was
people
it?
still do that?
Yeah, I do it from
I
time
was
to
like, I
time.
need to know what this is.
Do you know the name of the song?
No, I'd have to look, but it was DMX, and I was
Good.
like, oh, Vito would love this.
Good, I'm glad.
Yeah.
I'll repeat to the dog while we're talking about him. But, okay, let's get back to the travel nurse. When did you know you wanted to go down the nursing route?
When did I know? When did
Yeah, was that like high school? Before that?
No, actually, in high school, we had, was it a career fair? Did we have those in Egan?
I don't
We had
remember.
like a day where different people with different professions came and talked to us at school. Do you remember that?
Yes, I do.
I don't remember
There'd
what
be
that
that
was
one army guy trying to talk to me. I'm like, dude, I'm the last person you want to talk to. I'm scared of the dark.
called. Are you still scared of the dark?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
What happens in the dark? Scary shit.
No.
Yeah.
No, not in real
I'm
life.
talking like pure, like
When you can't see anything?
Yeah.
No.
Like if I wake up I usually don't, but let's say I wake up like 3 a.m. and I gotta walk to the kitchen, I need a light. Yeah.
I'm one of those people that I literally, I'm a nut about my sleep, so I'll put in what are the fucking...
Earplugs?
Earplugs. I sleep, I have like a whole like thing of them. So earplugs, I sleep with an eye mask, and my retainer every night, and need it. Absolute necessity.
I know your dentist is smiling from cheek to cheek knowing you still wear your retainer.
I got my braces off in like the 8th grade. What was your question?
When did you know that you wanted to go down the nursery route?
I knew my senior year of college. So I was like already finishing up. I have a major in biobehavioral health and then also in women, gender, and sexuality studies. It was my senior year. I wanted to become a PA. There was a PA. Wow, backtrack. There was a PA who was talking to us at Egan, and I was like, oh, I want to be a physician's assistant. And then I started shadowing, and I was like, maybe this isn't for me. Like, I feel like you guys don't spend any time with your patients at all. I mean, no offense to any PAs that are listening, but
yeah, they're all mad at you right now.
I know. So I was also working as a nursing assistant at a nursing home and in college, and it was like the best nursing home I've ever been to. I feel like you always hear like horror stories about nursing homes and stuff, but True. It was like truly immaculate. They had like an art room and a wood shop, and like it was just like one of the best. If my mom ever needed to go, she'd live with me. But anyway, if any of like the elderly people that I know needed to go to a nursing home, that's where I would send them. And I like fell in love with my residents, and I was like, okay, well, fuck, like it's senior year. What am I gonna do? I don't want to go to PA school, and I love my job now as a nursing assistant, but this isn't what I want to do for the rest of my life. So I just like thought about it, and I was actually considering law school. So law school and then nursing school. I don't know. Like, I was like, I love being a nursing assistant. Like, maybe I'll just be a nurse kind of thing. So I went and I, like, toured a couple of law schools, and then I decided that I wanted to be a nurse.
You think you would have been a good lawyer?
I think so. I do.
You have the gift of gab, that's for sure.
I really don't think I have the gift of gab. I think I'm just nervous.
So then your mouth just runs?
Fucking goes. It just goes.
Okay. I feel like you could talk to, like, anybody, though.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So that's the gift of gab. Isn't that the definition of gift of gab?
I don't know, but I prefer deeper conversations. I don't like to talk about the weather or some, like, dumb shit, you know?
Okay, no small talk.
If I don't have anything to say, I'm not going to say anything. Like, we can be, like, all hanging out, and you could think that I just don't talk.
See me, I don't like the silence too much. So I don't know, it makes me nervous. Or, like, I don't know. Like, I might be thinking, like, what are they thinking? Do they think I'm an idiot? Or do they think the last thing I said was stupid? Maybe I should bring up a new topic. Then I'll be like, how about them Eagles, huh? Like, just something random.
I guess you could do that in Philly.
No, I'll do it anywhere.
Anywhere. Oh, no, not in Montana. Don't do that. They don't even, people there don't even, this is the first time I've ever experienced this, where you ask them, like, about sports, and then I've heard many people be like, I'm not really into sports.
Yeah, they, like, husk corn and shit like that.
Yeah, they like, they're into, like, really big into hunting. And
how do you feel about that? Trophy hunting, I should say.
No.
Because hunting, like, for food, completely different.
Okay, but that's what they do. So this is a perspective shift for me. When I got out there, I was talking to my friend, Brittany's friend.
Go ahead.
And he was like, think about this. How many, like, you eat meat, right? You definitely eat meat. I knew that. I don't know why I'm asking you.
Are you, what's the word? Gentrifying me? That's not the word I'm looking for.
Definitely
profiling. Are you profiling me as a meat eater?
I am. I'm asking you, actually. I'm not profiling you.
Okay, good. Well, you said you definitely eat meat.
Well, I just know you eat meat. I'm just asking you for the peanut gallery.
Yeah, no, I definitely eat meat.
Okay, anyway, let me get to the fucking point. Jesus Christ.
He's my Lord and Savior.
So he goes, how many burgers, like, do you eat in a year? And I'm like, I don't know, probably a lot
4
of them, right? Okay. Yeah. So he was like, how many different, like, animals do you think that was, like, that you ate in last year?
Ooh, that's scary to think
I'm
about.
like that. Oh, and so for him, he's like, okay, well, my family and I, when we hunt and we eat all of the animal, and we only kill one, and we use it for the rest of the year.
Okay, well, then that's so nice. Like, that's like your minimalist.
Yes, but like it's like sustainable. I'm like, okay, that's sustainable. I like that. That's cool.
They eat like his nuts and shit like that?
I don't know. I don't ask about that. Would you?
Yeah.
You would.
See, I'm a curious kind of person. So like if we're
you strike me as a picky eater. I don't know.
oh no, no oh you meant like would I? My hands are freezing.
Yeah, they are.
You meant like would I eat the nuts?
Yeah.
No, I thought you meant like would I ask him if he eats the nuts? Because that's yes. I'll ask anything.
That's not the first thing that comes to mind when we talk about.
No, so
do you eat its nuts?
No, well you're saying
out of curiosity.
You're saying he eats everything. So like if I'm saying if I'm in this situation, this conversation. And we're talking about he eats everything. Why? I'd say you eat his nuts. I'd want to know.
I can't wear these. I gotta take them off.
Okay, take them off. Let them see your big eyeballs. Good, big brown eyes. Brown eyes. Go ahead, take a sip. Yeah, I'm just a curious kind of guy. Like I like asking questions. I'm the type of guy where if I don't know something, I want to know the answer to it. So I'll ask.
Yeah, anything. Me too. If I was curious about if he ate the nuts, I would
We weren't curious.
I wasn't. Okay. It wasn't something that came to mind.
I'm against trophy hunting. When people just hunt it to put it on their wall, I think that's stupid.
Okay, there is
of course.
Lots of animals on walls in bars.
Of course.
And like
anywhere I go, if I see them, I'm like, oh, he was just eating probably. Like that thing was minding its business. I don't like that. No. I
mean, I wouldn't personally kill an animal.
I think all animals are innocent until proven guilty. Like when they're like if it's like attacking a village or something. All right, he's gotta go.
He's gotta go when there's like a reason to do it. But
right.
Not if there's not.
Just going to kill a shark that's in the ocean. He was doing shark things. I don't like that. Let him swim around. Just don't go in his territory. Stay on the boat.
Yeah, stay on the boat.
Are you when you go to the beach? Do you go in the water?
What kind of question is that? Why would you go to the beach and not go in the water?
I don't.
You don't go in the water?
The only time I go in the water is if I'm in Italy.
Are you joking?
I'm dead serious.
Why don't you go in the water?
What water are you talking about? Jersey Shore?
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it does.
Water at the beach is water at the beach. You gotta go.
No.
What?
No, I'd rather sit. I know.
Why?
I put my toes in the water, if anything, but I don't even like doing that.
Explain to me why, though. Like, let's talk about this.
The waters around here are disgusting, number one. Number two, I can't see 4 centimeters in front of me. Like, I can't, if I'm knee deep, I can't see my toes.
Do you need to see your toes?
Yeah.
Why?
What's down there?
You'll feel it.
I'd rather see it before I feel it.
Okay, you have to go in the water.
The only time I go in the water is when I'm in Italy. Okay. And when I went to Punta Cana, I went in there because it was clear and the water was warm. That's another thing too. I don't like cold water.
It's good for you. You ever do the polar plunge?
Do I strike you as the kind of person that would do a polar plunge?
It's good for you. It's like bottom up, like reset of your parasympathetic nervous system or something.
See, like you just started speaking another language right now. What did you just say?
Well,
photosynthesis?
I couldn't even say it. So couldn't even get it out. So I don't even know what I said. No, but it's actually very good for you. Yeah, cold showers.
Yeah, no.
Why?
I've taken
you. No, we have to go. We need to divert the conversation back to why you don't.
I just told you.
Swim. I know, but like we need to get you there. Why?
I don't like doing things I don't like.
Don't you like swimming? Like how do you know if you don't like doing them if you don't actually do them?
Because the times I did go in, I'm fucking terrified.
Just feel around with your arms.
So, Cole, last week, my guest, a long time ago, his dad has a boat, and we would go on this tube, and he would pull us. I would hold on for dear life because I didn't want to fall in, and then I bounced off the thing. So now I'm I tried, it was in slow motion, reaching back for it, couldn't grab it. Now I'm in the water.
Okay.
Mind you, we're in a embankment. So we're not in the ocean, but the fear that came over me, I was like, the Loch Ness Monster's in here. Megalodon is back. He's right underneath of me. And I was I'm talking strictly to Jesus at this point. I'm like, Lord, please let them hurry up and come back and get me. And that's what happened, And then they did get me to do it a second time. And the second time, when I fell off again, my trunk's gone. I'm butt-ass naked. I'm like, they're going to eat my dick first. I'm in trouble. Excuse my language, ladies. But, I was terrified. I was terrified. I don't like the water. All the evils.
Swimming? Doesn't it not feel good when you're swimming and your head's under the water and you're, just swimming around in there?
In a safe pool? All day, every day. Sure. In the waters of beautiful Sicily? Sure. Other than that, no. The waters in
What
the
are the
Jersey Shore
chances that
are
there's gonna be
green.
something there that's gonna like eat you?
Hi.
You don't have a shower?
Do you swim in the shower?
No,
What are you
but you
saying
can
right
take
now?
a shower after you swim at the beach.
That's not what I'm worried about. I'm worried about the evils of Lucy underneath of me.
What are the chances that anyone's gonna catch you? You have more of a chance of dying in an airplane than a shark attack.
Yeah, you don't
I'm pretty
think
sure.
you don't think the
I don't know
whole-
if that's actually accurate. I'm pretty sure I heard that, but
you might. Dina,
Just-
Dina, look it up. And also the majority of the way in the airplane, wherever I'm going, fear of it falling is in the back of my head. I'm a very worst case scenario thinker. Often.
Yes, stop.
I would love to.
Let's get into this.
Oh, what? I'm just nervous a lot of the time. I'm a very anxious person.
So am I. I'm
So
very anxious.
let's say you and I were like, let's go hiking. I'm like, there's going to be one crazy guy who had a bad day with a rifle and he's going to shoot me in the forehead. That's just sometimes that's how my
I don't
brain
think
works.
about any of that. I think about like what's at the end of this hike. Like how pretty is
A
it?
pot of gold.
How pretty is it gonna be?
I wish I could change that about myself. Hopefully, work in progress. But
What are you actively doing to try and change that?
not thinking about worst case scenario. It depends on actually, like, I feel like
Why don't you think of best case? Every time you think of worst case scenario, you should be like, okay.
Okay, so when I'm
Best case
swimming,
scenario.
when I'm swimming in the middle of the ocean, not the middle of the ocean, when my feet are not touching the sand, what's the best case scenario?
When the water is up to your hips in the ocean, what's the best case scenario? I don't know. You could play football. You could. What is the boards that you?
Surfboard?
You could boogie board.
Boogie board. She's throwing it back to 1997. Surfboard, no. You know why? Because sharks think people on surfboards and boogie boards are seals, and they attack them. So that
I have to stop. Stop making me laugh. It
That's-
sounds like a cackle.
that's the worst case scenario. Getting on one.
It could just feel nice.
No.
No.
Like when I was in Italy, I ventured out and I was nervous.
You said you go in the water in Italy. What are we talking about now?
No, the same thing.
Okay.
So I ventured out into the water and I was like, this is nice. The water's warm. My dad's right there. My sister's right here. My mom's right here. Everything's good. And then like I thought
this?
I'm in the water. I'm in the water. You think it's stationary? I'm like this. I'm playing the part. Yeah, I was moving, folks. People who were listening, I was rocking back and forth. Anyway, a piece of seaweed like touched my shoulder, and I was like, "That's it." I was like, "Wait," I don't like that feeling because I wasn't ready for it. I guess this is a lot to say that I'm a big pussy. That's
I would
all.
be like, lunch, and then eat it. Just kidding. Just kidding.
No. So you're just like you have no fear?
No, I'm scared of heights.
Okay,
I'm scared of.
You want to dig deep? You can't pay me to get on like an elevated
I
surface
would.
like that.
What?
No,
Yeah, no,
me?
I would for sure.
No.
Yeah, I did Angel's Landing in Zion. Oh my.
What's that?
God.
Zion? Where's that?
Zion National Park.
Where's that? You gotta give me.
It's in
contact.
Utah. It's in
Okay,
Utah.
Okay.
Zion. I did the Angel's Landing hike in Zion National Park in Utah, USA. Good.
USA.
USA.
USA. That's
So there's like a chain. There's like a chain that connects you to like the lookout point, and you have to like hold onto the chain, and there's nothing on either side of you.
You're smoking crack.
I was breathing super heavy. I was like, like, fuck.
I can imagine. That'd be me. But my hands get sweaty. You want to know how much of a baby I am? Oxford Valley Mall.
Why are we talking shit on you? Stop. Let's change the subject.
We will. But second floor on the Oxford Valley Mall, if I walk towards the railing, my hands sweat. So like I gotta
my knees shake.
Okay.
Yeah, it's scary.
So
But why? Like, it's worth it to see what's on the other side.
Why? So you're saying why? Like that there's a definitive answer. All I know is
I'm
that
not saying why you're scared, but like.
Oh, okay. Well, then I don't know.
Okay.
Is Jesus wanted me to be afraid of heights and not want to be in the water all the time. I'm not a mermaid.
Speaking of a little, or speaking of
The
a
Little
mermaid,
Mermaid?
I want to see the Little Mermaid.
See, I have no interest in seeing it
Why?
because I saw the cartoon version on VHS when it came out a long time ago. And what's the difference?
It's like
Same thing with the Lion King.
It's a
I
live
didn't see-
action. It's like alive. She's swimming around.
I didn't see the
Is it because you're scared of water?
No. I watched Finding Nemo, no problem.
Yeah, those are also animations.
Good, I love those.
Maybe if you watch The Little Mermaid, you'll want to swim in the water.
So did they have a real like lobster and shit? And they were.
I don't know, but what they did to Flounder was just not right. Flounder, you remember Flounder, the cute little
Too many.
sponge fish?
Mm-mm.
No, he
I
was
just know
yellow.
that
He was yellow and blue. It was her
Okay,
friend.
yeah.
The little,
Yeah.
you know, yeah. They made him skinny,
Oh.
and like he
See,
just
they're
looked.
always fucking shit up. Why leave it alone? Like they didn't need to remake The Lion King and put Beyonce in the movie. You know what I mean? They didn't need to do any of that. Leave it alone. Make a new movie.
Yeah. Okay.
I hate when they
I
remake.
can get behind that. I
hate
feel like
when
you
they
could.
remake classics and then they just want like, oh, let's get with the times and make it all CGI and all. Leave it alone. Make
Okay.
a new movie. Don't call it The Lion King or The Little Mermaid, and let's get behind that.
Okay. Fine.
That's just how I feel.
You just don't. You like the classics.
Yeah, I'm an old school kind of guy. Leave it where it is.
I believe it. I believe it.
You know? It's a beautiful sound. Back to the nursing thing for a second.
Jesus. Okay. Let's stay on topic this time.
Yeah. When did you mention when you will know where you're going to be next? It's a 13-week contract. I know that.
I think I'm gonna start 7/10.
Okay.
So
July 10th?
Yes. I don't know. That's just how I text it and
Okay.
talk about it with my recruiter. So.
And you're leaning towards which way a little more?
I want to go to Oregon.
Okay.
Yes. I actually originally thought that my plan was to just like work my way down. So from Montana, then Washington, Oregon, California, and then maybe to Texas. And then I also really want to go to Atlanta.
Okay.
Yeah. Those are like my main places so far that I definitely want to go to. But yeah, right now I think I'm feeling like I want to go to Oregon more than Washington at this point. I have a friend there.
All right.
Yeah.
Good. Well, I hope they welcome you with open arms and you feel safe and comfortable.
Oh, I definitely hope so too.
Good.
I think the biggest part is like the hardest part about travel nursing is like trying to figure out where you want to live.
Right. Location.
Yeah. Yeah. So I want to be in Portland. But, of like all cities, there are some places that are safe and some that are unsafe.
Right.
Yeah. So that's why, like, I'd rather go there because I have a friend there who can tell me where to live and stuff. And I just cannot wait to see her. Her name is Leah. Shout out to Leah.
Shout out to Leo. This is what I wanted to touch on. So you mentioned that you need somewhere to work out, and specifically yoga. You're a big yoga enthusiast?
Oh, yeah. I'm a Kundalini yoga instructor.
Oh, you instruct?
Yeah, we never talked about this?
No, you did say it yesterday to me, and that kind of just flew by my head.
Yeah, I taught on Monday and Wednesday this week.
Okay. Is that challenging, or not so much?
Teaching yoga. So I did my training in 2019 into 2020. I was the youngest person in my class because Kundalini yoga is like...
Specific kind of yoga?
Yeah, it's very different. It's like, it's very, very spiritual. And I feel like a lot of people who are attracted to it are like older and like looking for like some kind of awakening in life.
Are they kind of like going against the grain of God when they're doing this? Or
I mean,
because you're saying spiritual, so I think of...
I wouldn't say like against the grain of God. I would say, I mean, it's a type of... The person, Yogi Bhajan was the person who like taught Kundalini yoga in America, and he was Sikh. So there's like a lot of Sikh elements to Kundalini yoga, but essentially what it is Kundalini energy is like located at the bottom of your spine. It's it moves up your chakras when you're doing the actual yoga. Like doing Kundalini yoga moves the Kundalini energy at the bottom of your spine up like a serpent, like up your chakras like this.
So I'm going to ask a question that I feel many people are asking.
Okay.
What are chakras?
The most basic way you can explain your chakra system, I guess you could say they're just like energy centers that...
In your body
that are related to like different parts. So like you can have your root chakra, which is red, and that's like a grounding chakra. So if you want to work on being more grounded, like you'd focus on your root chakra, your sacral chakra, which is like your sex center, and then your solar plexus, which is yellow. So it's red, orange, yellow, and then green is your heart, anahata. And then your throat chakra.
Anahata?
Anahata, yeah. Okay. And then your throat chakra, and then your third eye, which is Ajna, which is I focus a lot on during Kundalini yoga. And then you have like your crown chakra.
Are you talking to these people during the yoga, or do you have like some music going on in the back?
Oh, hell yeah. Kundalini yoga music is my favorite. Like it makes people very emotional.
So no D-Max.
No, D-Max. Yeah, kidding. Like it's very, very different.
I'm slipping and falling. I can't get up.
Yeah, you should come to a class. It's you focus on your breathing so much. You do like repetitive motions. It's not like a regular yoga flow. Like you're doing a repetitive motion while you're specifically breathing in a certain way. And then also there's lots of visualizations that you can tie into it. Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like I'm like bare bones explaining it to you, but
I mean, I like that. I'm kind of getting the basis, you know, and
then you wear all white, and I actually like.
You have to wear all white.
You don't have to.
Okay,
That's just how I was taught
preferred?
to do it, and then also a turban. But I don't usually wear my turban when I teach because I feel like it's weird, and I mean it's not weird, but to other people it's weird. It's
a culture change for people.
It's very specific to Kundalini yoga, and I don't want people to think it's cultural appropriation.
Okay.
Because that's not my intention. That's not why I would wear it. So I just stick with the basics.
Are there people in your class that wear it?
Not in the class that I teach in Montana.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, there are people that do wear it.
Okay. Right. I don't know. I guess I did yoga one time. I'm talking. This is like 2008, 2009. My sister was doing it on TV, like on demand. It was like a thing. And she had the yoga mat for me, and I like tried following along. I would say I didn't get much out of it just because I was young. But that was probably the only time. I've never gone to a class or anything like that. Is Pilates dramatically different than yoga?
Pilates is different than
yoga. Okay, so like I don't know much. So I'm just asking.
I went to yoga classes in college, and like everyone's like, oh, I love yoga, it's so great. So I went to a class in college, and I was like, what is this? Like, what's this all about? I was like, this is not what I expected when I like was anticipating going to like a yoga class. Like, this is not what I thought yoga was. And then when I came home after I graduated from college, I just like kept getting this feeling that I needed to go to like look for yoga classes near me. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, why do I keep thinking this? And then it just kept happening. And I was like, okay, I'll look for. So Google yoga classes in Yardley. Like, where are they? And I found one studio that had a meditation class. And it was the Khalsa Healing Arts Center. And I was like, okay, maybe I'll do this, because it wasn't like there were no yoga classes like around the time I was looking, like when I was searching to go. You know what I mean? So I was like, let me try this meditation class. And so I went, and during the meditation class, we were doing the specific meditation that I just taught actually yesterday. So it's like Sata Nama. And I started crying.
Really?
Like crying, like tears from my eyes, like just focusing on the meditation. I had no idea why I was crying. Like it was just like a full-blown like release. And then after class, I felt like I was floating, and I was like, what the hell was that? Like,
so beneficial tears, or?
Yeah, like I felt great after. And then I just kept going, and then I started going to the Kundalini classes that they had there. And after I left each class, well, when I first went, I was like, this is weird, but I like it, and I feel really good after.
Good.
But then I just kept going, and I kept having weird experiences. Like I felt like one day something was coming out of like my stomach. Like it felt like someone was like pulling
your intestines?
Like my intestines out of my stomach. And I looked up at my teacher, and she was just like, just keep going. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to just keep going. And so I was just like continuing with the breath and the movement. And then afterwards I was like, wow, like I feel so good. Like I released some kind of energy that was stuck inside of my body.
Oh, my Lord.
Yes. And then I did, okay, I'm ranting now. But then I signed up for like the teaching class or whatever. So I was doing the 250 hour whatever yoga teacher training for a year while I was in my accelerated nursing program. And we had to do sadhana. We had to wake up at like 3:30 in the morning and do like chanting, meditating, and a yoga, like a kriya. So a yoga set essentially. And I was doing it, and we were doing shavasana, which is like, I don't know if you're familiar, you just lay down on your back. So I was doing that, and I could see a diamond, my eyes were closed, a diamond on my ceiling with like shapes coming in and out.
Were you on any kind of drug?
No, I wasn't. It was just from yoga and meditation, I swear. And then all this weird stuff started happening to me, and like, I don't know, I feel like it was like a huge, people say like spiritual awakening, you can say.
Sounds like one.
It was just, I don't know. It was
you
insane.
gotta be like, you have to have a lot of mental fortitude too, because like seeing that and focusing on like, no, this is a good thing, instead of like, this is crazy. Like I feel like maybe the first time, if I were experiencing that, I might freak out a little bit.
No.
But then, like you're saying, you're focusing and.
Yeah, well, you set a timer when you're doing Shabbat. Well, when you're doing it, when you're doing a sadhana in the morning, you set a timer. So I was just like laying down for 5 minutes. So like the whole experience was only 5 minutes long, but it felt like quick.
Really?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Okay.
Now I'm exposing my weirdness on your
Weird. I don't
podcast.
I don't think this is weird.
Yeah, no, but I've had like many different spiritual experiences like that since then, and I think that it played a huge role in like how I am today and
Good.
now, because I feel like when I was younger I was like a little bitch.
And now you're
I feel
a
like
woke
now
bitch.
now I'm a woke bitch.
Before we get to your podcast, because obviously I want to touch on your podcast. On your first episode, you were talking about your friend who is a psychic.
Yeah, I have a friend who's a psychic.
Okay, it wasn't your guest that episode. No,
Kasha.
okay.
But Kasha, like,
she does readings and stuff.
She doesn't do readings. She does Reiki. So
Reiki,
it's like that's energy healing.
Right,
but she does feel.
So she was talking about chakra and all that stuff.
She was.
So she didn't really explain chakra. That's why I was asking you.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna do an episode with my yoga teachers.
Good.
And we're gonna explain it. They're so cool. I want them to.
So, do you you believe in the whole, like, if you were to see a psychic, you're like?
I believe in psychics. Yeah.
Okay.
I know that this is like.
I'm just curious because sometimes I'm like I wanna talk to my grandmom again, and then there's times where I'm like, that's just bullshit. Like anybody could like look me up and.
Why do you think that?
Because I think someone could look me up and be like, oh, he lost his grandmom in 20 da da da, and he really loved her da 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 da, and he wants me to tell him that she misses him and like stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like you ever see the guy that does the Uber, and he's also a psychic, and like when they come in his car, like they'll be like,
Nope.
The guy's like, so I saw a bunch of his episodes, and the one made me cry because the passenger he had, it was a girl. She had just lost her dad or something, and he like was really touching on subjects where it was like really emotional for her, so she started bawling. And when I see people like genuinely crying, it makes me tear up a little bit. So it was just, but it's easy for him to do that, I feel like, because he knows, like, you get Uber, it says your full name, and he could just quickly like be like, oh, okay,
yeah.
like, oh wow, look, her dad just died. And then he'd be like, I feel this energy. That's what he was doing. He's like, I feel an energy as soon as you came in here. Mm-hmm. Did you just lose somebody? And she was like, yeah.
I feel like that's not
so, like,
how.
I don't
That's
know.
Like that's
Sometimes
an exaggeration of.
Sometimes I think it's bullshit.
I totally understand what you mean, but like my psychic friend, we were friends before she was like quote unquote psychic. So, she would just started like receiving information about people. Okay, also there's a difference between being psychic and like receiving information, or being like clairvoyant, and then also being a medium. So a medium is someone who can talk to dead people. And I don't like saying like dead people, because I believe that when someone passes, that they're still with us. And so if you actually genuinely believe that they're still with us, like you can still communicate with them, and like you still talk to them.
So I guess that's who I'd be more interested in. If I were to see somebody like that, it'd be a medium.
My friend does both, and she receives information. Do you believe in spirit guides? I feel like we have to get all the way into this. Do you believe in spirit guides?
I'm not aware of spirit guides. I believe in God wholeheartedly.
Okay, I believe in God.
Okay.
I believe that you can call God many things.
Do they contradict? You're saying spirit guides?
I don't know. It depends. Do you?
Okay.
For me, when it comes to like religion, I was raised Catholic, but I don't subscribe to all of the things that are necessarily Catholic or the things that we learned growing up, right? So for me, if I am researching something, or I learn something about spirituality or about religion, if it feels right to me, if it feels like that's true, like, you have a feeling, just like how you have feelings about people, like, oh, that feels true. So then I'll just go with it. Like, I believe personally that you have spirit guides, and what they are family members who have passed, or just like people that you agreed to help you before you incarnated on Earth. I believe in reincarnation too. Oh, look at how uncomfortable you are.
I'm not uncomfortable. It's just you're in tune with it. I'm just smiling. It's not that I'm uncomfortable.
I truly believe that. So anyway, you have just like a group of guides who like agreed to help you while you were a human, while you manifested as a human, your spiritual self manifested as a human, right? And they help you and they guide you, and you just have to ask for their help, just like you would ask for saints' help. So, Saint Anthony. Yes, exactly. So you just ask them for help, and then they give you guidance. And they don't give you guidance, like they don't smack you on the head and be like, go do this. It's just kind of like subtle signs that you notice. Like, I don't know, people like angel numbers, and they think that that's a sign.
Right. Are you,
An angel number person?
yeah.
I mean, if I see it, I'm
Some
like,
people
oh,
are
cool.
like, every day, it's like, oh, it's 4:44. I'm like, all right, but it was 4:44 yesterday, and it's 4:44 in the morning, too. It's
Well,
just,
different series of numbers mean different things.
correct, I know that. And then, like, they say angel numbers 666. When I see 666, I think of the devil.
Okay.
And I know 666 and angel numbers mean something different.
It does, but I also, like, I'm raised Catholic, so, like, when I
Yeah.
see 666, I'm like, I'm not going to look
Ooh,
at that.
yeah, like, I don't like that. When I see someone's license plate with 666, I don't like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, this is not good. Maybe I should make it right. And I get off the street. I don't know what's going to happen. Totally random, but I just thought about it, and I'm passionate about it, so I'm going to say it.
What?
It is that time of year where these people on these motherfucking bikes are in the road, and it pisses me off. These people are trying to be Lance Armstrong, and I'm tired of it. These cyclists, if there's not a shoulder or a sidewalk, don't pick that road. Because if I have to move my car into the other lane to get around you, I'm furious. And I usually stare at people, but my windows are really tinted, so they don't see me. But I'm like, you're a mother. Like, I hate, they're always wearing bright ass colors. They got the helmet on, the matching tights. And I'm like,
Sounds like they're doing everything right. I don't know why you're getting so mad.
I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Pick a road where no one's mad at you. Because I have to maneuver. And everyone's got to watch out for you because you want to exercise at 6:43 in the morning. Why don't you do it where...
I can't get behind this rant.
Okay, that's fine. You don't have to. This is my platform. I hate that shit. And, like, this guy at my job was like, you'd make a real good cyclist. I said, why did you say that? He was like, I don't know, you're lean. I'm like, I don't want to get on a bike and just go. Like, Lance Armstrong doesn't... I never looked up to him. I wore those stupid...
Everyone did.
Yeah,
Everyone and their mother did.
Fighting cancer by wearing a wristband.
Live Strong.
And
the pink ones.
And had that workout. He got in trouble for doing steroids. You know what I mean? Whatever. Also, what I want to say about that is everyone was on steroids. So why did he get picked on? Like, our roided up guy was better than their roided up guy. So fuck it. It should have not been a big deal. They made Lance Armstrong a really big deal.
Anyway.
Anyway.
I can't speak to this. I don't know.
They're like 20 people got in trouble that same year he did. He just was better than all of them. They were
That's
all
probably
doing,
why, because he was already in the limelight.
Right, but they were all doing it. So, whatever. Anyway, I was so angry this morning because I literally had to stop. I couldn't even just maneuver because there was like 8 cars coming this way. And I had to stop completely to wait for that last car so I could go into the other lane and pass them. I'm like, oh, pick a different road. They're in the street. They're in the street. I hate that shit. They're in the street riding a bike. There's no sidewalk or a shoulder. Go somewhere else.
Let me ask you a question.
Sure.
Do you drive in the city?
No.
Yeah, it shows.
I don't like it.
It
does
sure.
I don't like being in the city. There's too much chaos. Always. Especially now with that whole...
I know. Philly taking some L's.
What was it, 95? Right?
95.
Yeah, that whole just shit sunk down.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to take 17 years to fix that.
I know.
I'm not for it. I don't like being in the city. I like being in the suburbs, and if I decide I want to drive towards the chaos, then I'll drive towards the chaos. But living in the chaos every day?
You couldn't do it?
No.
I like both. I like living in the city, and I like...
More. I was cheersing the camera. You're looking over there. More power to anybody who likes living in the city. Like, my sister wanted to move to the city. And I told her she was crazy the whole way there. But,
Have you ever lived in the city?
No.
It's actually...
I've lived in the same house.
Though.
I've lived in the same house for 25 years.
All right, well, you have to experience it at least once for, like, even a little while. Maybe 1 week.
I love my friends.
Okay.
More than anything.
Uh-huh.
Some of them live in the city.
And?
I don't want to stay there for more than a few hours. I don't like being there.
Even if you're in their house?
Parking? I care about my car a lot.
Okay.
Nobody cares about their car in the city. I feel like nobody does.
That's a lie.
The Manny-Unk bump is a thing. They'll bump your shit just to get into the spot. I don't like that. I care about my car.
Do you want to play the game?
No, I don't want to play the game.
Why not? Can I ask you one question?
Sure.
Okay. Which do you want it from 1, 2, or 3?
I want you to pick. I don't care.
No, we'll go number 2.
If we decide to keep this is a game that she brought because she thought it would be fun. This is called Games with Alex. What is it?
Aw. What's your mother's name and what's the most beautiful thing about her?
My mom's name is Giuseppina. That translates in English to Josephine. And the most beautiful thing about her is her soul. She is unapologetically herself no matter who's in the room, no matter where she is. And that is one thing I'm completely jealous of because sometimes I feel like I can't be myself all the time. And she does not care. She came to this country not knowing the language at all. And now she can talk with anybody about anything. And she doesn't care. Even if someone made a slick comment about my mom, and like, oh, she would literally just, I don't care about you, and keep it pushing. So that's the most beautiful thing about her, that she is always herself and her soul is so pure. Love you, Mom.
Oh, that is so cute.
Yeah.
You can tell a lot about a person by the way they talk about their mom / dad.
I love my mom so much. Real shit.
Me too. I love my mom so much.
Fun fact, I'm going to have my kindergarten teacher on here soon. And the funny thing about that is for the entire year, I'm not saying a month or 2 weeks, the entire year of kindergarten, I cried every day. Because as soon as my mom would drop me off, I'd be like, why are you leaving me here? And my kindergarten teacher would tell her, you have to stop looking at him when you drop him off. Just turn around and go in your car. Because she'd always be like, I'm gonna be back. Don't worry, Vay, I'm gonna be back. And
what does Vay mean?
Vay is just a nickname for Vito. Vito is how you say my name, Vito. So Vito. Vay, Vey. Everyone in my family calls me Vay.
Okay.
And I might call some of my cousins that are named Vito Vay.
Vay.
Vay, come here.
Okay, so it's like Al.
Yeah.
Please don't call me Al.
I won't.
Please don't.
Hey.
I don't think it's fitting.
No. Here, put the shit back.
That's cute.
I want to take the time real quick to say Happy Father's Day to anyone who's a father. Father's Day is this weekend. When this episode comes out, it'll have already passed. But shout out to my dad. I have the best Father's Day gift maybe ever in history. I just received a painting that I had done for him. And you know what? I'm going to put a picture of it here. It's going to be right here on the YouTube video. And if anybody's listening, yeah, just like that, bam. If anybody who's just listening, it is a picture of the stadium where our beloved Inter plays. They're supposed to knock down the stadium in a few years because it's been up for a very long time, so they want to just build a new one. We've never been there, and I'm really trying to make it a point to go maybe next year to take him. Mm-hmm. But so it is a picture of the stadium. It says Forza Inter, which means let's go Inter. People think that the team's name is Forza. Forza means let's go. Forza really means strength in Italian, but when you say it, like I could say Forza Eagles, and it means let's go Eagles. Mm-hmm. But so it says Forza Inter, has the logo, and it has our serpent, where like our logo, or mascot, I guess you could say, we're the snake. So beautifully done. Shout out to Dustin Mashoni. I had him on this platform before. I don't remember the episode at the top of my head. I'm sorry, but it was a great episode. Shout out to Dustin. He really did a great job. If you want any artwork done, you should message him. I'll put his Instagram up here. If you're watching, if you're just listening, I'm sorry, I don't know it off the top of my head. But Dustin, you really killed it. I appreciate you. I can't wait to give it to my dad. Back to the fathers. Speaking of fathers, your cousin, great father. Shout out to Corey. He's been ducking me to get on this show for fucking like 4 months now. You need to get it together.
We talked about it, actually.
But great guy. Great dad, too. So shout out to all the fathers. And speaking of Father's Day, on that day, you were just talking about my mom. It's my mom's birthday on Father's Day.
Damn.
The greatest woman to have ever existed on this planet. There's the Virgin Mary and then my mom right there. So, Giuseppina, I love you. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
And happy Father's Day.
Yeah. Happy Father's Day to all the good fathers. All the good fathers. If you're a piece of shit, fuck you. But this day is for the good fathers. So, happy Father's Day. Okay, I want to talk about your platform, your podcast.
Okay, what do you want to know?
What made you start it?
What made me start?
Yeah.
What made me start? I don't know. I mean, I had a YouTube channel.
You did.
For a little while.
And I liked it.
I love making YouTube videos. I think it's so fun. But filming and like being the person out, like being have you ever been with someone like out and they're like recording everything you're doing and they're not present with you, and they're not,
don't like that kind of person.
It's so annoying. Like, I don't want to be that person. I like to be where I'm at. I do take a lot of pictures, but I just take them quick and then put my phone away, and that's that. I don't like to be like on my phone.
Capture the moment, but not all the moments.
Yeah, like I don't like doing that, and editing was fun, but it wasn't something that I wanted to do. And then also I feel like there was like a confidence like issue. I was really concerned about like what people were thinking, especially people that we like used to go to high school with, or people from like grade school, and now it doesn't really matter to me. I don't really care what they think. I'm just living my life. I do whatever I want whenever. So
you've grown.
Yeah, I would say that I've grown, but I've always wanted to have a platform. Actually, when I was working on my YouTube channel before, I wanted to have a podcast, and I was working on a podcast actually. I just never like officially launched it because of like I was just busy like doing YouTube, living my life, moving, like working as a nurse for my first couple years. You know what I mean? Okay. So now I feel like I'm in a place where I can hold conversations, and I know a lot of like very interesting people, so I can ask them questions and, you know, talk to them about what interests me about what they do in their lives. And I feel like I can do it really casually. This is like official. I'm like in mine, I'm like, let me just put a sweatshirt on and ask some questions. It's very casual. Talk about things that I think are interesting, which is a lot of very different weird things. So
no, you're definitely killing it.
I made one podcast.
You're killing it. Like, you're going to continue to kill it. But the
I have
episode
a lot of people lined up.
Huh?
I have a lot of people lined up.
Good, that's great.
Thank you.
That's great. I feel like I had the first like 20 episodes all lined up. Then after that, it's week by week. I'm like, by that Tuesday, I'm like, it'd be nice to have such and such on. Like, every week is there's like no planning anymore. It's just like, I feel like it would be nice to.
Yeah.
And we've been trying to do this since I dropped my first one, which was over a year ago. And that's kind of how we even connected. We went to the same high school.
Yes. We did.
We probably talked a handful of times.
Probably not even.
Less see, like you say you like don't remember anything. Like I remember
you.
Okay,
like,
but
I remember your big blue eyes and you were a little tiny freshman. Like, but I don't remember.
As soon as she saw me, she goes, "You're a lot taller than I thought." Because probably the last time she saw me, I was like 4'8". I was so short in high school.
He was.
But like I said, Jesus wanted to stretch me out a little bit. But yeah. So. We connected on the day that I dropped my first episode because you were like immediately supportive because you also were a content creator.
Yeah.
And I was extremely nervous to put out the first episode. And still to this day, actually, no, my mom's episode is the most viewed. But for up until I did that one, the first episode was the most viewed. But
it's because everyone's wondering like what you're doing.
Right.
Yeah.
And I thought, I was like, ooh. Look at this reaction. This is going to be no. I thought it was like going to be really consistent.
Yeah.
Which is a little bit of a bummer, but you got to stay consistent and persistent. But we have been communicating ever since that first episode. Did I have any input on you starting a podcast? Like, did I kind of like cement you? Like, I could do it too.
What? Like you, I think that what inspired me about you making your podcast is you're very consistent. And for me, I feel like my life is I'm always doing something. It's very busy, and I don't have something that's very grounding and like structured.
Structure earlier in the episode. Yeah,
I know. I knew it. I was nervous. I couldn't think of it.
Yeah, you moving all around. You don't
I
have
was really nervous. I don't know why.
Structure. That's what I was looking for.
Yes, structure. So I feel like my life doesn't really have structure unless I'm very, very set on like instilling that into my schedule, but I never do. So I think that just seeing that you were keeping going and keeping doing it. Wow, I can't even think.
Keep on keeping on.
Just, I saw that you just were keeping it up.
Yeah, I felt like I had to. Like, once I put out episode 1, I was like, I can't take like a week off or 2 weeks off. The only time it was acceptable was when I went to Italy because I was there for a week. So, but I put out the episode right before I left, and I just asked a few people. I was like, I'm not gonna be promoting my podcast while I'm over in Italy, like at all. I'm not gonna make one post. I was like, if you wouldn't be so nice, just share it to a few people, put on your story or something like that. And that episode did well when I was over there because I I'm telling you, I didn't care about that episode at all. Once I put it out, I was like, I'm focusing on being with my family, and that was that. But other than that, I'm just, every week I'm like, okay, Friday or whatever day I decide to record, I got to do it. And that's the thing, too. I always feel like I have something to say, too. So it's not like, what am I going to talk about this week? Mm-hmm. And it depends on the guest.
It definitely depends on the guest, yeah.
Right. But even when I do them by myself, I love doing them by myself.
I don't know if I'm at a point where I can do them by myself. I feel like it takes me a while to make a point, usually, when I'm talking.
I did the first...
Because I think about it, and then finally it comes out to, like, something, like a semblance of what I was thinking about saying.
Here's a fun fact. Before I did the podcast, or, like, put it out, I had my beautiful sister gave the family COVID. So I couldn't go anywhere. So I was like, and I already had the camera, and I'm like, I'm gonna call them COVID Chronicles, and I did like 8 COVID Chronicles. Mm-hmm. And every episode, I drank 1 Corona, and by the end of them, this table was full like of the empty bottles, and like that was like kind of like my starter.
Yeah. And you enjoy doing it, right?
I do.
I think it's fun
every time. Yeah, I have so much fun. Like obviously, the end goal is I would love to make this my job. Mm-hmm. Like, I genuinely would love that. That's a dream of mine, a goal of mine. But in the meantime, I'm having fun. And, like, we're having a conversation. Yeah. Like, when I get done the episodes with somebody, it's always, like, the vibes are good. Like you're smiling, I'm smiling. And it's just like, yeah, we just did that. And now, let's say in 5 years, episode 65 is featuring you. You can always go back to it. It's going to be there. Mm-hmm. It's just a cool thing.
I think when I was working on YouTube, it was like, it felt like I had a lot of pressure and I needed to do it. Now I don't feel like a lot of pressure. I think that I already talk to enough people like on a weekly basis to just be like, okay, it's just a conversation. Like it's just for fun. It's really not that serious. And the one thing I don't like doing, though, is promoting it. Like, I don't like posting, like, look at my...
Marketing yourself is one of the hardest things
I probably won't, honestly. I think I'm going to make the first couple episodes, and I don't think I'm going to market it. Like, if you want to listen to it, you can listen to it. If you don't want to, you don't have to. Really. See, like, I know I'm interesting. I don't need other people to tell me.
I love that. Self-awareness.
Yes.
I hate it when it's Tuesday and it's release day. Like, I love pressing publish.
Oh, it's the best feeling.
But when I have to make post a short clip to like try to bait people to click on it, I hate that because I'm like, do people think this clip is funny? What if there's funnier clips in the episode that I didn't include, and this clip isn't funny? Like, I hate marketing myself.
I hate it too, but I think what's really, though, the people who are meant for you and the people who, like, want to listen will listen, regardless of whether or not you post yourself or not. And I feel like that's just, like, what I stick with. So, like, the people who love you and care about you or, like, who genuinely just think that you're funny will just be attracted to you and will care and will notice. So, like, there's a point in the marketing where it's, like, you can't just keep marketing for the people that you know, right? Like, you want to reach people who don't even know you.
I said that with Cole last week. Anytime I post on TikTok, majority of the interactions are from people I have no idea who they are.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, they're the people that will comment. Mm-hmm. The people I know. Like, and I like about TikTok now is that it tells you who views it. So, like, I see all the people that I fucking know, and they just look at it, and they can't even just press that little button that says, like...
Don't take it to heart.
I do every time.
No, don't.
I hate that.
As soon as you let go of the reaction and the response that other people have is...
That shit gets me mad, though, because anytime I see somebody do anything, whether I support actually what they're doing or not, I'm like, oh, wow, look at this person putting themselves out there. I like it. Yeah. Because I know me hitting a button twice means a lot to that person.
But sometimes it's mindless. Like, sometimes you're going through and you're looking at videos or you're looking at posts and it's, like, totally mindless. I know me. I watch my story more than I watch anyone else's. I don't give one fuck about what anyone else is doing. See, maybe like, my closest friends.
You're saying mindless. I'm always mindful of everything I'm doing.
Okay, but that's you. That's you. That's not other people. So don't take it to heart. It's, like, not personal. Don't take it personally.
I try not to. I've been trying to do it since March 8th, 2022. But it's
not personal.
Yeah, it's tough. But I appreciate everyone on TikTok who I don't know, and then they want to interact with me and tell me that I'm crazy for putting syrup in the refrigerator. Good, let's have some dialogue.
Oh, is that why you had that post?
Well, yeah. Okay. Yes.
I think I voted that it's not crazy because I'm pretty sure that I do it too.
You're pretty sure, or are you sure?
Like my mom does it, so like when I'm home I do it, but I don't have my personal.
It's just been a staple part of my life.
Do you like it cold?
The syrup?
Yeah. Doesn't it take years to come out when you flip it over? It's cold.
No. I'm not putting it in the freezer.
But still.
No.
Like, imagine if you didn't put it away. It'd come out so much faster.
But it's room temperature.
In your fridge?
Oh, wait, what did you say?
If you said you put...
syrup in the fridge.
Yes. It's cold in there.
Great.
Yes, so when you take it out to put on your pancakes...
It's ready to go.
It's cold. It takes 10 years to come to the bottom of the bottle.
I don't know what brand you're buying, but you should switch. Speaking of your pod, how can people find it? I want you to
I don't
promote it. Yeah, you do.
You can just follow my Instagram.
No.
Yep.
Tell them how to find your podcast.
You have Spotify. Log into Spotify. Type in Chick Chats, the podcast. And then look for the pink picture with pink and yellow picture. I am changing it, though, actually, tomorrow.
Good.
We're taking pictures, and
Great.
I'm probably going to change the cover. I don't know.
Little photo shoot?
Yeah, a little photo shoot.
Good.
You know?
Good.
Chick Chats, the podcast on YouTube. And then also I put it on Apple Podcasts. Mm-hmm. Yes. So look it up. I don't have an Instagram for it, though.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
The major streaming platforms that you watch or listen, because it's also on YouTube.
Yes.
Just type in Chick Chats, the podcast.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Good. That's how you got to do it. Any streaming platform, because you do it on Anchor, or what they call podcasters now.
Podcasters
right?
now. It's so easy.
They push it out to everything now. You don't know, because I didn't know any of my shit was on Google Play.
Wait, what? No, because I have to post it on YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube's different.
Yeah, YouTube genuinely. I'm so glad that I can edit now on Final Cut. You use Adobe Pro, right?
No.
What do you use?
VN.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, me neither.
But I use Final Cut, and I just put it in there, and then I edit. I don't even really edit it. I edit like the beginning and the end, because I feel like I want it to be genuine. I want like there to be mess ups and like.
Yeah, you thought I was coming at you.
You came at me hard. He's like, so you're not gonna edit it? I'm like, bitch, no.
It was a question, because I like the free flowing aspect of it. I was just asking. I was like, so you're not, I wasn't like.
So you're not. I was like, okay, Vito. Like, I am supporting you throughout your whole entire career, and you're like, so you're not gonna edit it?
It's a career, baby. No, but so I like that. But you're gonna do Final Cut Pro, you said?
Oh no, that's what I use for YouTube. So that's what I'm using. I mean, I don't really need to. I just because I like to have music in the beginning of it. Yeah. During the introduction, and then I fade it out towards the end. Yeah. In case you didn't notice, probably not, because I don't think you listened to all of it. But.
I literally listened to the whole 41 minutes. It was 41 on the dot.
Oh.
I did. I told you I listened to the first 22 the other day, and I was busy.
Me off. I'm like, okay, you only
pissed
listened to
her off. I'm like. Every episode I watched, do you watch it the entirety?
Absolutely not.
Okay, so why are you mad at me for?
It's my first one. I watched your first one. The whole thing. Okay.
Best of luck to you, and I just hope it continues to remain fun.
If it's not fun anymore, I'm not doing it. I don't think it'll make me feel like I failed or anything. Because I've been talking about it for years, having one. And editing is fun. And like finding people, knowing people to actually talk to.
That's my least favorite part. I like creating the content and then editing it and like re-listening to myself.
Talk.
I have a
you
problem
have a
with
great podcast voice. Great.
Well, I appreciate you saying that.
Yeah, no problem.
Sometimes I'm like, wow. Fuck. I wish that someone else could do this. And they'd be like, hey, do you like this part? And I'd be like, no. Or like something like that.
I mean, I would do it for you if you wanted me to.
I don't want to burden you. But so there you go. That's how you're going to find the excuse me.
Oh my God. You can't even fucking say it.
Dude, it was just a tongue twister.
I can't even say tongue twister. It is a tongue twister.
That's how you find Chick Chats, the podcast, on every streaming platform, every major streaming platform, and YouTube. So subscribe to the YouTube. And while you're at it, subscribe to Vibrations with Vito. Please. It literally means nothing to you. It means everything to me. It's just one click of the button. I don't ask for anything a month. I don't ask for no payment. Just hit the fucking button and then leave it alone. It would mean a lot to me. And I'm sure it would mean a lot to Alex as well.
Yes.
So we're going to sign off on this podcast with my favorite segment. And we call this Riddles with Vito.
No, I don't like riddles.
No, it's okay.
No, I told you I don't like
I'm going to ask it.
Okay, ask it.
I'm going to.
Please, I hope it's easy because I'm not good at riddles.
Most people aren't. But let me tell you, Richie, shout out to Richie. Then he did that shit in 4 seconds. He was real quick with it. Okay.
Oh my god, the malicious laugh.
Yep, here we go. That was my evil laugh.
I'm ready.
Okay, again, riddles with Vito. What do you give a sick bird? What do you give a sick bird?
Is that it?
Yeah, that's the riddle.
That's the riddle.
And I need you to give me an answer.
What do you give a sick bird?
What do you give a sick bird?
I have no idea.
No guesses? Come on, don't give up real quick. I know you're not like that.
I know I'm not like that,
You're
but
not a quitter.
a sick bird. I'm trying to think of like bird things.
What do you give a sick bird?
An examination. Examination.
Ooh, okay. I like to play on the words there. She said examination. I like it. So you're thinking in the right way.
Direction? I'm close?
Yeah. Like the way your brain's thinking. You thought of egg, birds lay eggs.
Yeah.
Okay.
And examination.
Yeah. I look.
I think that's the answer.
You think that should be the answer? No, you're wrong. That's a good way of thinking. You throwing it in your hat?
No.
Okay,
can you give me a hint?
It has something to do with birds.
It's a terrible hint. Thank you. Wow, thank you.
See, like I don't. When people ask for hints, I can't give a hint.
Sick bird
without giving the answer away. I feel like.
No, man, a bird bath.
Again, you're thinking in the right way.
I'm gonna be pissed probably when you tell me the answer.
Yeah, it's gonna be silly.
Okay,
it's a silly one.
A sick bird.
What do you give a sick bird?
I don't fucking know.
A tweetment. She's not impressed, but I thought it was a good one.
You wouldn't accept my answer?
Examination?
A tweetment?
A tweet.
An examination?
A tweetment.
I hate
you. She's mad at me, but I thought it was a good one. A tweetment. Come on, folks.
I think my answer was better.
Get at me, dog. A tweetment. You're
a tweetment.
A tweetment.
Are you gonna keep saying it?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep saying
a tweetment.
It's cute. Your answer was good. Okay, and then a bird bath one was good too. But
that was not good.
Tweetment. There you go. That does it. Riddles with Vito. I win again. Folks, I hope you enjoyed yourself. I had a great time. I think you did as well.
I had a great time. Thank you.
Again, check out the Chick Chats the podcast. I'm trying to say the Chick Chats the podcast. No, Chick Chats the podcast on every streaming platform. Yeah, I'm here. I'll be here. Hit the subscribe button, please, and thank you. Thanks for coming all the way from Montana.
Yeah, just for you.
Yeah, I appreciate
anything for you, Vito.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Ma. Happy Father's Day. Ciao for now.
Ciao for now.